March 23rd, 2021. Is this part 4? I don't know. So we began this whole thing with, what if it's all a game and whatever we've chosen to believe is true is not, because this is just the premise that we started on, saying this is true, but just this idea that no matter what we say or think or do here, or how we feel, all of it is illusion. And so the thought was, even when I feel that I've come close to some truth, that I've come close to I'm moving along spiritually, I feel it. I feel peace. I feel something that I believe is joy and some measure of something like freedom and contentment. Even that's an illusion. So that's where we're going to jumpstart this. What if that's the case? If that is my truth, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the truth is that all of this, all of it, everything we see, hear, touch, smell, taste, feel, think, say, do, if it's all illusion, then there's nothing we can do about that. Let's just say that right out. At 2 minutes and 7 seconds, there's not a damn thing we can do about it if that is really the case. We're here just as confused as hell and trying to put pieces together, but not really sure that any of it is real. We're just making it the best we can. And then, but if the truth is that we are in a world of illusion, and that is beyond our control, we cannot make it be not what it is, what do we do? Die? You say, well, I'm not going to live like that. If this is all, what do we mean by illusion, by the way? Just that there is a reality that we're not privy to, that we are unaware of, or that we are not participating in. Something like that. That this is all just like a movie. And where we think that we should take things seriously, we might as well not, because none of it is really any more or better or realer than any of the other. And we can't even criticize another person for anything, because guess what? Yours is an illusion and mine's illusion. I can't judge you. I believe very strongly in what I believe in, but it's still an illusion. It doesn't matter how fervently or how devoted I am, or how outspoken I am about my thing. If it's all an illusion, just meaning just a game, and that's it. We're all in the same boat. And so the thing, what I'm feeling right now is, in my own case, dying doesn't seem like a good option to solving this thing, if that is really the case, that this is all illusion. Just saying, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm out. Peace. Good luck, everybody. Well, then what? Then just enjoy the hell out of whatever it is that makes you feel that feeling. Not an image, not the ego trip thing. If there is something in your existence or my existence that speaks to me, that it speaks to my heart, and I feel elevated, well then, hey, have at it. That seems to be the only option, other than the aforementioned, there are some words that were written, attributed to King Solomon in the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible, where basically the whole book is just, guess what? Everything is futility. It's all futility. And kind of what we were just saying. It's all just here today, gone tomorrow. There's no substantialness in any of it. He said, I've got all of this. I've got more wealth. I've got the wisdom. I've got the women. I've got the territory. I've got the power. And I can say it's all futile. And when I die, it's going to my heirs, and I'm just gone. And that's that. And sometimes Christians don't like to look at those type of scriptures too closely. It's like, yeah, okay. Let's focus on something more cheerful. But that's not balanced. If you're gonna do the thing, don't pick and choose, right? But what did he say? He also said, so while you're here, do your thing. Do your thing. Eat, drink, be with the people that you enjoy being with. Be with nature, whatever it is that floats your boat, do it. Only know that the end of the story is what it is. So, it's food for thought. There is no sense in trying to make something what it's not, because that's obviously. But if we can just get to the place, like, whether it's reading my Bible and praying and studying and meditating, or doing whatever it is that I do that brings me into my heart deeper, maybe some of the activities that I participate in, some of the hobbies that I enjoy, the work that I do, whatever it is, do it. And understand that, hey, while I'm here, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the thing. And leave it at that. And not say, okay, because I'm doing this, then blah, 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 blah. We don't know. We know how we feel. Feeling miserable is not a good way to live. Even if, and we're not even saying that, all of the things that we've been saying is true. But if that is where you're at, that is where I'm at, then for me, the way to go about life now is in the way that makes my heart sing. And it's a choice. I also have the option of getting into alcohol and drugs and just kind of sleeping my way through this, since it's all just a dream anyway. I might as well be asleep. That's my choice. That's the choice that I think there are a lot of really intelligent people and thoughtful people, the people who have been in academia and just regular folk that have reached these conclusions and gotten into addictive substances because the bigness of it maybe was just too much. There have been philosophers and artists and people who've really gone deep within, and they snapped, as you call it, as we call it. They just kind of lost it. It's really big for the mind. The mind needs to believe on some level that this is real, to exist here in a way that you just function. But when the cells in our body have accepted that maybe this is just an illusion, that's not going to go over too well with the mind part of us. And I think that people who feel this way about the world have a hard go of it after that, oftentimes, because then all the old ways of appeasing the mind and the old ways of kind of comforting ourselves and snapping out of it, they don't work anymore. When you're fully, like we said, every cell in your body has understood that this is not the whole thing. This is just an illusion. And when you read some of the writings of certain authors and philosophers and psychologists that have come and gone, the ones who just kind of went off the deep end, you really look at some of their writings, some people say, yeah, no, this is nuts, this stuff doesn't make sense, and whatever. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to you, and that's the whole thing of it. But when you open that Pandora's box and it makes sense to you, you're not like most of society anymore. And most of society is going to say, yeah, you're batshit crazy. But what it is, it's a kind of like losing your mind. Your mind is lost now because your mind doesn't have anything to anchor itself to anymore. But if we could get to a balance of, okay, this thing is true, however, that doesn't mean I'm screwed. I don't know what's coming up after this existence, if anything. I really don't. But as long as I exist here and now, I'm going to make the best of it, whatever that means to me. So, anyway, that's all. I hope this is giving you some food for thought. And ordinarily we end these with, hope that left you something encouraging to think about and upbuilding, but this particular subject is not what you would call encouraging or upbuilding necessarily. It's kind of the opposite, I guess. It's not that warm, fuzzy thing. It's just like, okay, here, we just flicked on every light in the world and right in your face. How does that feel? Maybe. Anyway, much love. Bye.